Hey, I'm Jim Webb in the Fox 13 Weather Center. Thanks for logging on to MyFoxHurricane.com. So we continue through this, really the most active time of the year, right towards that peak of the season, which is September 10th. So we're still right at that really active time where you expect to see a lot of activity, and that's what we're seeing. Thankfully, none of these are named systems at the moment. So we're watching three different areas across the Atlantic. We have this one, which is off the East Coast. We have another one, which is out into the Eastern Atlantic, but working its way towards the west. And then we have another area that is working its way off the coast of Africa. Each one of these areas has the potential of developing over the next several days. Obviously, the one working its way off the coast of Africa at this point has a really low chance. It's going to take more time for that. So go ahead and start with this first area that's way out into the Atlantic. Yesterday, this was probably looking a bit more impressive. Now we're seeing it's a little more disorganized. You're not seeing as much of that deep convection, but it's going to continue to work its way through an area where conditions are conducive that we could see more development, but at this point it's kind of looking like it may take some time for this to develop. So the general idea is it will continue to work its way on towards that westerly direction, eventually maybe turning a little bit more towards the northwest, and that's because we've got the big ridge which is to the north, and eventually it gets closer to that weakness in the ridge on that western side, which may allow it to turn a little bit more towards the north. Still lots of time to watch this, so that's one of those things you kind of put it on the back burner and you continue to watch that as we go through the next several days, really into next week. Here's the other area that we are watching, and again, it looks fairly disorganized, but you are seeing more and more convection with this, and again, it's working its way through an area that is more conducive to see more development over the next couple of days. And this, really, regardless of whether it develops or how much it develops, it's going to cause some higher surf along the coastline. It develops more, and we see higher surf along the East Coast. And I say that because it doesn't look like it'll be making landfall. It'll basically just kind of skirt the coastline and eventually work its way on towards the north and the east. So go ahead and look at that wide view with the GFS model. You can see kind of circle some of these areas. Here is that what we call Invest 96, and then we have Invest 95. We also have the area working its way off the coast of Africa. As we put it into motion, one of the things you notice, you do see more development off the East Coast. You're not seeing as much with this one area. Remember, that's the one that's not looking as healthy today. And then again, you're seeing that area that's working its way off the coast of Africa. Very slow for those areas it looks like to develop. At least that's what the GFS and a number of the other models kind of suggesting the same thing. So very slow on the development with that. Higher likelihood that this area that is currently sitting off the East Coast will develop and work its way on towards the north and the northeast. So we'll keep tabs on all this, and we'll keep you updated right here on MyFoxHurricane.com.